Hey guys, Seek the Geek, and I know I said I'd be doing a team review today, and that's definitely going to go up later. I hope I can get it up later. If not, then I'll have it done today so I can go up Sunday. Sorry if it's a day late, but don't worry, there's definitely going to be 2 videos either today or 2 videos tomorrow, because I already recorded the sub Sunday, but now this video is something I just want to get up real quick, so I hope it'll probably be really short. Basically all this is going to be 3 replays, 2 of the Charizard Y team, 1 of the Salamence team. One of the Salamence team is really short. It's just showing how good it can be if you just let it go. I don't know why I said let it go. Anyway, so we're going to go right into this Charizard Y team. Now, this team wasn't able to be shown off too much this week, so I decided that it deserves more battles. Now, as you can see, my opponent had the Rain team, which I was very scared of, but I knew if he led with it, that Charizard would be a good choice. Now, at this point, he doesn't have the Politoed, so I can always Mega Evolve, because the switch-in happens before then. So I decided I'll just go for a Tailwind Sludge Bomb play. We luckily get that Poison, and he does show the Citrus Berry, but he goes for his own Tailwind. So far we have no damage done on our side, and he's taken some damage. Now, he does protect with his Togekiss, which is okay, because I Sludge Bomb the Hydreigon, kind of predicting that, kind of not. And he does show that he has the Fire Blast, which just brings me down to Sash, which is completely okay. We get that really lucky crit there off the Heat Wave, but it doesn't really matter, because at this point, I go for the Weather Ball, takes out Togekiss. I wish that could have hit the Hydreigon. I was assuming I went for Weather Ball just because I'm just going way too fast. I went for the Weather Ball just because I was assuming if he'd switch in Metagross maybe, because that Togekiss would have gone down no matter what, but he's okay with just switching his Togekiss for my Victory Bell. Actually, his Hydreigon as well, because now I can just Heat Wave, and that takes out his Hydreigon. Now, I also decided going for Weather Ball in case he switched into Politoed, then it would still do damage, although Sludge Bomb would do more, but I was scared of a Metagross switch-in where Steel would do nothing. This is very good for me because he has the Terrakion Metagross. Now, Terrakion does go for the Protect, and so does his Metagross, where I go all-out offensive because I'm assuming his Terrakion was going to go for a Protect there, trying to burn and turn a Sun. Now, the thing is, both of my Pokemon can take out his Metagross, but both of my Pokemon can also take out his Terrakion, but his Terrakion can take out both of us. So he does go for the Rock Slide here, which is very good, because if he went for the Close Combat Hydreigon, this would have been a completely different battle. But we do get a free KO there onto the, whatever it's called, the Metagross, and luckily he goes for a Rock Slide here, because Charizard was useless, so I'm not sure why he did that, but he did get the flinch, which was very unfortunate, because we did not get our Earth Power off. I'm just going to go for a Protect. He's probably a Rock Slide, and I want to keep that spread damage going so that Machamp can take it even better. So we just go for a Dynamic Punch, because I know a Bullet Punch won't be a 2-hit KO, and I knew he'd probably be sashed, but we can just Bullet Punch the next turn. So that's a win. Fast commentating. So as you can see there, that Terrakion Metagross, obviously he covered both my Hydreigon and Charizard with his Terrakion, but he could only take out one, and I was assuming he'd take out the Charizard because it was probably the bigger threat, but Hydreigon could take out both of his, and I was okay with just targeting down that the Metagross really hard there, because it was the only thing I really needed to get rid of, because Machamp could easily beat Terrakion one-on-one. And so that's that battle. Let's just go on to the next one. Our next battle here was a lot closer, same team, and I'm on the far side this time, so that's a bit weird. But I decided that I believe that I brought Aegislash this match because I wanted to try it out, so I believe I brought Aegislash and Machamp in the back, if I'm not mistaken. But he opens up with his Landoti and Suicune here, so instantly I was afraid of a Rock Slide, so I went ahead and went for the Protect with Charizard, yep. And then with Victory Bell, because I was like, okay, I gotta get rid of that Landoti, so I can't just Rock Slide. I HP Iced into a Charizard, so obviously that's doing nothing. And he gets up a Tailwind. Now, that is very scary, because at this point, he is mad fast. But he goes for the Flamethrower, not the Heat Wave, which is very important to note later on. I decide I'm just gonna go for a Solar Beam, and that almost takes Suicune out. Not quite, but I'm happy with that damage, but he does go for the Snarl, so that does pick up a KO onto Victory Bell. Very disappointing, and Charizard's special attack lowers, so far a terrible opening for me, but I do get this Heat Wave off, which is obviously going to barely do anything, resisted, and my special attack was dropped. I was just hoping for chip damage at that point. I do bring in my Aegislash here just because for this battle I was like, oh, I just want to use Aegislash. I don't King Shield there because I'm predicting him to predict me to King Shield, but he just goes straight for the Flamethrower, so that was annoying, and obviously he just snarled, but luckily it misses here. That miss was huge. I get up a Tailwind this turn, and his Tailwind is about to end next turn, I believe. So far, we're very far behind. It's 2-4. I really need some magic to happen, but he does go for the Protect as I go for a Rock Slide, so that makes sense. But at the same time, not really, because his Suicune's just going to go down anyways. I guess he just wanted to freeze switch in, but we have the Tailwind up. That's the key point there. As you can see, Tailwind really can churn a match around, but Tailwind does peter out for my opponent there. And he decides, okay, he's got to switch out his Charizard. It doesn't do much here, and the sun is almost out, but luckily he does do that switch out because that means the sun will come back when he comes back in. Now we do get a crit there on Sylveon, which was quite fortunate, and the Rock Slide obviously doesn't do much to Lando T, but we also get this Heat Wave off, which does mad damage to Lando T and snags the burn, which is huge. Now he does show that he has HP Rock, I'm assuming that was, which was very weird on a Sylveon. I was not expecting that. But the sunlight does fade. At this point I don't really care because my Charizard went down, and his burned Lando T is obviously going to be useless, but we're still outspeeding because we still have a Tailwind up, and Lando T can just pick up a double KO with the Rock Slide. And now we just get to pick up a KO on Charizard as long as we don't miss. Tailwind does peter out for us because we're considered the opposing team on this replay for some reason. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, Rock Slide connects luckily, and we take out Charizard, and Lando T really coming through at the end there. Once we got rid of Suicune, he really didn't have a way of dealing with me. So, and also getting up a Tailwind was very big. That shows that this team, getting up a Tailwind, and then you just smash the opponent very quickly. And if they don't have enough bulky Pokemon, or not enough Pokemon that can just like protect, and then maybe other Pokemon take damage and stuff, it will sweep teams. So those are the two Charizard Y replays I felt like showing. I haven't really battled much with this team, but those are two battles that I did on my own time. I decided to save for a day like this where I've been so busy and I still want to get out some gameplay and maybe a team review later, because I feel like you guys deserve 2 videos because I have been uploading very weirdly this past week. But now we have the last battle replay with the Salamence team. I am on the far side again. Now at this point, as you can see, you can't see, but this battle was very short, and because I destroyed my opponent here, instantly leading Excadrill because I'm like, I can Earthquake spam this guy, other than Emolga, but I'm not scared of the Emolga. So I'm like, okay, not locking myself into Earthquake, and I'm assuming his Jolteon didn't expect the Excadrill to be a Scarf. So I go ahead and just Earthquake, Jolteon goes down, because if that wasn't a Scarf Excadrill, his Jolteon probably could have gotten HP Ice and taken out my Salamence, but it's okay, and I get a free Dragon Dance up. So at this point, I don't even see Emolga as a threat, because I can one-hit KO it with a return most likely, but I do see the Ambipom, which I know a Fake Out's coming, and he has to do it on Salamence, so I protect. Salamence is a huge threat to his team right now, especially that Gallade, which is probably his Mega, so he goes for the Fake Out. And then a Nuzzle as well, but I Earthquake first. Ambipom goes down, so to the point where another Earthquake will take it out, and because I'm Scarf, I will hit it next turn again, and that is going to be the game. I believe he just forfeits at this point. He does, but I'll explain what would have happened after this. He couldn't have switched anything in because the Gallade would have ended up just taking an Earthquake, and then this return onto Emolga would have either taken it out or the Gallade if it switched in. And if Ambipom switched out into Gallade, it would have probably knocked out the guard of Gallade. If not, Salamence could take it out the next turn or something, and I could always protect whenever I need to. And this is just this lead that destroyed. I mean, if you don't have a way to deal with that Excadrill being able to Earthquake and Salamence being able to set up a D-Dance, then you're screwed, because this team was powerful. As you can see, it just destroyed. So amazing predictions there. I played perfectly that match, and then just really showed off how these two together can do amazing. And I believe I brought Clefairy and Blaziken in the back. No, I think it was, yeah, Clefairy, Blaziken I think were my back two, so Blaziken obviously could have taken care of Ambipom fairly well, and Clefairy could have taken hits. Did I? No, I think it was Gengar actually. So Gengar could have obviously just Shadow Balled the Gallade, So yeah, I was set. These two just destroyed my opponent's team. But anyways, that's going to be the video. If you enjoyed these replays, please leave a like, because this is something that I might do whenever I'm busy and I have to just get some quick video out, because this should render fairly quickly, and I'm hoping to get this up before it's too late. So team review will be up either today or early tomorrow. But I'm going to get up out because I'm super busy, and please subscribe because I'll continue to post daily, and goodbye.